But it's like,
But what's wrong
I
with
have
that?
a
I
vision
don't
for
get it.
myself.
I'm getting
ask you
sick
that.
off this roller coaster.
Yeah, like
Let me
This
ask you a
man ain't
question.
telling you to
sickness.
change your lifestyle. God
But
bless,
at the
brother.
end of
God
the
bless,
day,
brother.
like, let's say, like, from two different perspectives, we're wired differently. The same way you guys feel like, yeah, I just enjoy the vibe.
So that's what I'm saying. I do have
But
to acknowledge
just
the fact that I
vibe.
learned that. I
Just
learned that women
vibe.
need the validation.
Get up here.
And
Let's
literally
dance.
the next female I spoke to after her, because you know it ain't worked out, whatever. The next female I talked to after I made her my girlfriend initially, like I ain't even tripped about it. Like I went straight for it. And say, would you be my girlfriend? I learned my lesson. You feel me? Like this is what women want.
Did you intentionally mean it though?
I'm not.
Or was
legit,
it from
fam,
a
obviously,
previous
no.
Okay, I'm just making
experience
sure because some
No.
people say that and then they don't mean
Well, I'm
it.
sorry, maybe because I rushed it, it sounds like that. But no, I took my time and I actually met somebody that I liked. And once I seen it was right, I made her my girlfriend.
Yeah.
As opposed to just
That's
doing what I was
beautiful.
doing prior. What I'm
Okay.
saying is I learned that. Yet still in the back of my mind, I'm only doing this for you. I don't need this title.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's fine, and that's cool.
What
and you
what's
accept-
wrong with doing it for
and-
the person
and-
you're dating?
Yeah.
That's
and
what
you
he's saying,
accept
though. That's what
that.
he just said.
So what's wrong?
I'm willing to compromise
That's
in
not
any
wrong.
And that's fine. It's
situation.
like for
Cool,
you,
cool. Let me slow
you
down.
don't need that. But hey, maybe for her as a sense of security, hey, just another step of
Validation.
you
Validation.
know. And
Men
there's-
like to be
and
validated
that-
the same way women like to be
and there's
validated.
good validation.
Not the same way, but men love to be validated.
There's
No,
good
validation, period.
But I don't even think it's really
it doesn't mean-
validation for men. Men just more so want respect.
And respect is different for everybody.
Exactly. Validation is different for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's just like there's good and bad conflict, good and bad friction, good and bad validation. If it's coming from a place of insecurity, that's when we go off in the deep end. But if it's validation, the validation can lead to security based on the standards and boundaries between
That you
both
set.
people.
So let's talk a little bit about these boundaries, right? And this is actually the next conversation. What time is it? We got 30 minutes. We could do it. So something that I took away from the panel that I did with the women was boundaries in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, should girlfriends exercise wifely duties in a relationship? And should men exercise husbandly duties in a relationship?
Yes. Yes.
Because where are we leading? I always date to marry, you know, but as we're like testing certain boundaries and stuff like that, because that's what it is. Trust is a test throughout time, or through many time. There's a lot of tests or whatever you want to call it. That leads to trust. It's like, damn, we've been working with each other for so long. X amount of things happen, and you've
done
been
the
right there.
unexpected.
And it's like, wow, you know, like I really rock with you. Like damn, you my day one. How does a day one get that title day one? Because what? And day one doesn't mean like, dang, I know you since I was 5. You can find a day one in a person y'all only met 2 years ago.
So
You feel me? It's throughout that short
That's
period
not
of
what
time.
when day one was
there's
created,
tests.
you know, just for the people that's our age,
Day
day
one
one when it was
was
created,
that.
that meant that was your day one. That's the person that you knew from the first block you was
Yeah.
at. But nowadays, you know, day one is just used for basically your
A
loyal,
loyal
Yeah.
friend.
I wanna say a
Yeah.
loyal
Yeah.
friend.
And it's just through. It doesn't matter how long, X amount of years, days, weeks, or whatever months. Through that short period of time I've known you, dang, there's been a lot of tests, and it just so happens you just seem the only one that's been consistent in passing them.
1000%.
Leads to trust, and then that's just what it is.
Because the relationship is all about building.
Yeah,
It's not building on expectations alone or potential alone, but
Yeah.
actual logical things that we can build on.
exactly.
You said yes as well, and we
Yeah.
going to the no.
So I said yes because I need to know who I'm about to marry,
Exactly.
and I'm not waiting till I get married to know the person that I'm just married.
Like, bruh,
And now I'm stuck
bruh.
with a
Bruh.
with a woman that can't cook or
Bruh.
something like that. I
Bruh.
can't clean. Or you feel me? I'm just throwing stuff out there. Not saying that's what do. But yeah. Like she needs to know that I'm able to protect her when the situation comes. Now I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about also mental,
Emotional as well.
emotional as well. You feel me? Protecting your feelings,
You lose a
learning
family member,
certain.
you see, I'm not just on the sideline. Like I'm right there with you.
I'm right there
Like,
with you,
yeah.
exactly. So she needs to know that before she even says yes, and I want my woman to know that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So not only am I going to show her, I need her to see it as well.
Yeah.
Now, you know, protector, provider, and stuff like that. That I'm always there for her, and whenever she needs me in a bad situation or in a good situation, I'm still there with her, like providing for her and stuff like that. So yeah, she needs to know that before I even put a ring on it. Because what if I put a ring on it? What am I putting a ring on?
Right.
Like
Potential.
what potential, and that's probably like the worst thing to lead off of is potential or whatever. But yeah,
Sister Emma, you said no.
For who they are.
Yeah. You said no.
I say no because you will know them by their fruit. So you should be able to tell by the way the person carry themselves, their characteristics, their morals.
What
This
can you
person.
tell?
What do you mean?
there's a lot of
You
Jezebels
can
out there.
tell by their morals. You can tell by the way that they carry
That
themselves.
they're a good person.
Right, but
I'm
this,
talking about wife though.
right. You can tell that she's wifey material without her having to cook a meal for you. You can tell that. You can tell by her not having to go home or wash your clothes.
So what makes
or-
her wife?
What makes her wife?
Yeah.
By you going before God and I guess obviously the government, and you said this and you
No,
write
no,
in
no.
stone. What do you
Before
mean?
all of that.
Right.
Before all of that.